Earlier today, we dropped that we're going to have a special guest on tonight. We're going to have the MECCA, Brian Johnson, on with us in a bit. I'm really looking forward to that one. Brian Johnson is our boy. We go way back with him, and it's going to be cool to be able to talk with him on here with you guys. Boys, let's talk about the 2025 holiday market this past weekend.
Yeah. Shout out Dog Wrestling for having us at the someone told me how to say this the other night. I think we were saying it wrong, but I forget. I believe it was the Mascio Event Center in Glassboro, New Jersey for the holiday market, and it was a great time. We met a ton of fans. We probably made some new fans, which is really cool. And we met Santa.
Yeah. I would say amongst the highlights of the day, because it was a good time. Overall good afternoon. But we got to take pictures with Santa Claus.
Yeah, we met Santa. Unfortunately, the video evidence of it is gone.
But we got pictures.
We got pictures.
We got pictures.
There was a video, though.
There was a video.
But picture will be shared soon on social media, so that'll be put out there.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet, though.
Yeah, that's for Christmas. That's going to be on the Christmas cards.
It's not Christmas time yet.
Yeah. We sent that out Christmas cards.
It was a really cool time. You know, we put out a little video of, little clips of us interacting with the fans and whatnot. Yeah. And it was... Question: do you know Oscar from NJPW? And the reason I'm asking because I made an edit of him. I do not know who that is, but you are more than welcome to share that with us, and we will check it out. Big Bernie said he was at 3LW this past weekend. BPW, some good shows right there.
Yeah.
But
I thought Saturday, I wasn't really sure how it was going to go. To say that the wrestling table was a little bit out of place where we were, but I think it was a hit. I think a lot of people are intrigued by wrestling, especially people that it's not like every day you get to kind of be like, what is that about,
Yeah.
And I think that drew a lot of attention over to the table because, like we said, it was like a holiday market. It was like a craft show, so it was knit sweater, hand candles, lotion, pro wrestling table, it was
just random pro wrestling table.
But I thought it went really, really well. We got the chance to talk to a lot of cool people, introduce ourselves to a lot of people that either used to be fans of wrestling or maybe now are fans of wrestling. I thought it went really cool. We sold some merch, which went way better than anticipated.
Yeah, it's really interesting to be somewhere as a pro wrestler when the situation doesn't call for any pro wrestlers to be there. There's really no reason kind of for us to be there other than just to market ourselves and to meet people, you know what I mean? But if you look at our table from a distance, you just see a couple t-shirts.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Pictures and t-shirts.
Well, I think what really stood out were the championship belts that were on the table.
Yeah, having the belts is definitely
the belt help. People are like, oh, look at championship belts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So people might be like, oh, is that boxing or karate or whatever? But it gets them over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saw championship belts and they saw a few jacked, very handsome-looking men.
Them over.
Yep, mad biceps for bringing all the people.
Yeah. Some old lady said something to him about it.
Yep, the milkshake brought all the people to the yard.
I've had some interesting fan interactions the past couple weeks.
But it was cool, like Matt was saying. It's like when these people aren't fans, but they're coming to the. It's like we almost kind of have to persuade them in a way.
Yeah.
So we're pro wrestlers. This is a pro wrestling table. We had business cards with us.
Yes,
so we're trying to
be overbearing.
Yes, correct.
Because it's kind of overwhelming.
It's like you don't want to come off too strong, and you don't want to come off like you're trying to sell something to them.
You just want to have a nice, genuine interaction.
Yes, correct. Yes. And then once they see that, then they'll they'll be more open to whatever it is that's going on right there.
Yeah.
And I thought that we did a really good job. And I thought it was cool that even when there were times where we weren't interacting with the people that were there, we were still like doing things ourselves, whether it was like recording or like just doing stuff. And I thought that caught a lot of interest too,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
that would cause them to stop and stare and like watch and like, oh, like what are these guys doing? You know what I mean?
We got a comment right there about the cameo. Yeah, we did that cameo there Saturday.
Yes.
It was an awesome job. We got to do all them cameos. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for the
you.
request.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, thank you so much for the cameo. Yeah, like Gabe was saying, right in the middle of us being there, we were like, all right, boys, you got some cameos we gotta take care of.
Yep.
This is the slow period right now. Boom, just whipped out the camera, just started banging out these cameos. So that was awesome, man. It was a great time. It was a great day overall. There was a lot of shops there. They had, what was it, wood stacking.
Yeah, outside. Yeah, they had a lot of cool stuff.
Gabe, you disappointed me. I wanted to see you stack 20 feet of wood.
That kid was so good at it that I was intimidated to give it a try. That kid was taking that thing so seriously, and
you don't think you stacked wood better than that child? That was a teenager.
Well, also to be fair, it was very cold out.
It was pretty cool.
It was very cold.
And I wasn't properly dressed because we were inside, so I was not ready for the outside.
I was actually, like, when we first got there, I saw how the shops were set up outside. I'm like, oh, dude, no, are we going to be outside for this?
I told Matt I had, like, a nightmare. Like, the night before, I, like, sat up, and I was like, I hope we're not outside tomorrow. But then I remember that the flyer said indoor market.
Exactly. So that's what I was about to like, yo, it said indoor. We're outside. What is going on?
Dude, I said to Matt as we were like bringing our stuff in, I was like, yo, if we were outside today, I don't think I could have did it, dude.
Yeah. You would have froze.
It was so, I mean, I obviously would have dressed warmer, but it was so cold out on Saturday.
Right.
Cold day. It's a cold day.
Yeah. No, but overall, that was a great time. We had a blast interacting with all the people there, and we're hoping to see them at future wrestling shows. Shout out Dog Wrestling.
Yep.
But yeah, boys, the next appearance we'll be making is for Super Crazy Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely. Not this coming Friday.
Not this Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday.
12th. And guess what the best part is? All tickets, $5.
$5.
$5. My secret talent. Do you guys have secret talents? I just got comment caught my attention.
What's your secret talent, Gabe?
My secret talent is pro wrestling. My real talent is being a singer and dancer.
You are a great dancer. I don't know about singer.
Yeah, dancer. I can vouch for that.
Wrestling is just my side talent. I'm really a singer and dancer.
I like the way you dance. I'm not gonna say you're not a bad dancer, but singing, I don't know. You don't have good like tonal pitch. Like you're like if I.
Do you want me to give you the acapella of Triple H's theme song right now?
Can we save that for the end? Can we save that for the end? Before we finish this live tonight, Gabe's gonna sing acapella for us.
He's gonna be out of key.
Instrumental. It's gotta be the instrumental.
All right, so that's what we have to look forward to right before the live is over tonight. Gabe's gonna do acapella for us.
I know what to expect. I've heard you do this.
I feel like
Matt, you got any secret talents you want to share, Matt?
A secret talent? I don't know.
I'll say maybe the guitar playing, right? Maybe that's something.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a secret.
You guys both actually do have like other talents.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a secret. I play guitar. I kind of like fiddle with a couple instruments. You know what I mean? I whipped out the harmonica the one time somewhere around here. Maybe not even nunchucks. I showed the nunchucks in wrestling, so I don't know if anything is a secret. I kind of show off my talents as much as I can, I guess. Yeah, the nunchucks, but you see it in wrestling. I play the guitar. I would say probably the guitar. Me playing guitar and a couple other weird little instruments. I have a saxophone here, and I want to play it so bad.
A saxophone?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
So Matthew was a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to send the invite out to Brian Johnston. see if he joins us. But in the meantime, maybe y'all can answer this question from Loba Lifestyle. How long
What
have
do you
y'all
think Brian
wrestled?
Johnson's secret talent is? Can we ask Brian Johnson his secret talent?
Absolutely.
You can.
I'm going to send the invite. But before I do, how long have y'all wrestled for as a team and separately?
You know what? I don't know if I know the answer to that question now. I guess I kind of like stopped counting. I guess it's been 9 years.
Technically
Is that right?
9 years.
Yeah,
And
that's what I mean. There's a lot of layers to this question, really.
technically 9 years we've been wrestling in total.
All right, Mecca just join. Let's see if he can get on with us.
As a tag team, we've been a team for most of our careers.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, if I've been wrestling 9 years, I've been in a tag team with Matt for 9 years.
At least close to 8, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I think we did like one whole year as Primal Fear before you got there, I think. Or like most of a year. I remember wrestling at Turkey Slam in the Monster Factory, 2016, and we did the original incarnation of Primal Fear versus the Ugly Ducklings.
Yeah, and I wasn't on that show, though.
No, yeah. Oh, snap.
You.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yo, what is up, Brian Johnson? Yo, thank you for joining us, bro.
No problem, boys. No problem.
Yeah. So for those of you in the comments right now, we dropped the news earlier that we will be joined by Brian Johnson, and here he is. So Brian Johnson, how you doing, my friend?
It's another beautiful day, 30 degrees out, cold as shit, and the Eagles are spinning out of control. I'm just as pleasant as I've ever been.
Oh, seeing at the gym is crazy.
I relate. I can relate to all of that.
Yo, Mecca, before you hopped on, we were talking about secret talents. Do you have any secret talents?
It wouldn't be a secret if I told you, would it?
Yo, got a point.
I feel like
I know the thousand dying for Primal Fear that probably follow Instagram.
Mecca, what's up, yo? Like, we back years. We have known each other. I really want you for the first. You may have had already like a few number of years already under your belt. So, like, how long have you been wrestling for? Like, what year did you start? Where did you start?
So, damn. Always favorite question. 2007, I started in South Jersey, small place called OTW. Crazy guy named Ed, but he taught me a lot. I probably was too young to be ready for some of the stuff that Ed was teaching me. Just like he should have had like an advanced class, like because some of the stuff he taught, I think like 10 years later, I was like, oh, that's what that crazy bastard meant, not like while it was happening. Plus, I don't know if you guys are aware, I sometimes can be accused of having a bad attitude. It comes up from time to time. Guilty as charged. When I started in wrestling, my attitude was worse. But I happen to be in worse shape. So while 2007 is when I started, and I appreciate those years, they were formative. I think they helped shape me in some ways. Whether that's good or bad, that's for you to decide. But then I probably started getting real serious around like 11 or 12, 2011, 2012, something of that nature. I cut a bunch of weight, got in, decent shape, and started really giving a run at it. And then I started training with a guy named Damian Adams. He's up in like North Jersey. I wouldn't necessarily like say I was trained under him, but he like took me under his wing. He would help me out, get some spots on shows. And he was lucky enough to introduce me to some people that taught me some stuff along the way and helped me out, which was good. And I started to just kind of pick up stuff. You know how it is. You learn some stuff here and there, and you take some, you don't take a lot. And as that started happening, the ROH dojo in Bristol with Burger that you guys are familiar with, and that jackass. Unfortunately, I only spent, or not unfortunately, fortunately, I only spent like a month or two with Cheeseburger. He's a piece of work that I don't like to spend time with.
Is that for a shoot or you?
Well, what's the shoot? What do you mean? It's who the hell likes cheeseburger? A little guy this big walking around doing all this lucha shit. Anybody in the world knows the Mecca does not like cheeseburger. Now listen, I've had my fair share of problems with you, Manny. That's no question. They're documented. But like, I respect you as a talent. Cheeseburger, I don't respect as a human being. He knows that. If he was listening to this, I would fucking tell him to his face. Can I curse on this? I'm sorry. I'm too late.
Tag Burger in the comments. Let him know.
You can tag Burger. You can tag Burger.
Hey, well, look at Falsey agrees.
It's funny. Somebody just commented. I've never heard Mecca not yell. This is crazy.
Well, I got 3 dogs in my house at the moment, and the one, if he starts barking, I'm not going to be able to continue the conversation. So if I yell, it's going to make him mad. I was a little annoyed by the question about training, but you were nice enough to give me your time and attention, so I didn't scream right away. But a second one might get me there.
So, Mecca, how old were you when you first started wrestling?
Oh, so I finished junior year of high school. 07. Man, I don't want to tell my fucking age. It was 07. I was like, I got to be 17 maybe, or 16 in that area. Whatever, something like that. Look, he's trying to get a cameo.
And you said that you started taking it a little bit more seriously around 2011, 2012. Like, what caused that change?
Well, one, I grew up. I was an asshole. Arguably still am, but maybe just handled it differently.
Was there like a specific moment or experience that something that happened where you like, all right, I gotta like change?
Well, I knew I was heavy, right? Or that I was putting on weight. I'm not like dumb, I looked fat. I'm not clueless. And I like wasn't one of those like fat dudes that like think they're in shape because they put like electrical tape around their biceps and wear like a fake UFC shirt. I don't know if you've seen them on the indies anywhere or on every indie show ever. Yeah, usually they suck at wrestling also. I just happen to suck at wrestling, but I was very self-aware that I sucked at wrestling. So Ed, the crazy guy, one day did kind of like tell me I was a fat piece of shit, and was like, "You're just lucky you're over here and the people like you." I was like, "What? Like what?" And he was like, "You like kind of suck, and if you want to go anywhere, you need to get serious about getting in shape." And then I started working out with him, which was fun, but I like never worked out. So like he could have taught me anything and it was new to me and I was learning and growing and worked out. I should say I never worked out at like a consistent regiment, like, hey, eat this while hitting this this bicep curl for the never. I went in and did shitty workouts because I was a heavy kid that liked to party in college. Like that's really all it was. But he turned me around a bit. I don't know if there's a moment. Then I would say like, listen, I'm not a fan of him either. And you want to talk about hot? People call me a hothead. Will Ferrara just yells just to hear his goddamn voice. But he challenged me a lot, man. He pushed me a lot because he's a little bit of a shithead, and I didn't really appreciate that sometimes. And he would like push me when I was down at the dojo in Baltimore. But now I probably appreciate that a bit more than I certainly didn't appreciate him then. I don't really care for him now. I guess I appreciate that he took time with me. But there are just 2 times I can think of like a trainer kind of questioning me and like things like turning up a gear. There's probably a couple other moments, but like I don't really want to share them with your fans. So,
when
ask me them later.
When was the first time you met Will? Was that at the ROH dojo in Bristol?
Yeah, I think one of the tryouts where the ring broke, because that's the quality of pro wrestling training you get in this world, guys. You just can show up to a ring one day and it snaps, and that's now your problem to become a welder. Anyway, the ring broke because a bunch of dumbasses put 45 out of shape people in the same fucking side of a ring that barely stands up on its own, and the ring collapsed. So I think we ended up barring the Monster Factory, I believe. That was my first tryout.
That was one of my first months in wrestling, and
that's pretty wild.
I sat and I watched that tryout.
So that was my first round, and I was never a Ring of Honor guy growing up. I'm a WWF kid.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was till that day. That's the day I learned about it.
Oh, that's pretty crazy. Now, obviously, I knew about it, right? But I remember having a close friend of mine that was a wrestling fan, and he loved it. Like, he would go to all the shows, and like that was like his thing. And I would like just make fun of him when we were growing up because I didn't know any better, you know. So I don't know what the fuck. And then as I got into wrestling and people pointed out, I liked it more. And people used to tell me they thought I would excel there, but I never thought I would. My game's talking, obviously, right? That comes first. I'm a good promo or decent, whatever. But I wasn't like stylistically compared to Tyler Black at that time or Kevin Steen at that. You know what I mean? Like those guys are wrestling something that I don't do still. Not that it's bad, it's just not me. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, I went there. The tryout went great because there's a lot of shitty wrestlers in the world, and all of them sign up for tryouts.
100%.
You know what I mean? So
No,
I did
absolutely.
okay. I don't know if I was any good. I just know that everybody else wasn't. However, a small nugget. You guys know this from doing the tryouts. The last match is usually like a main event. It is usually the guys that they put on last. Now, I didn't know that at the time, but this is the true story moving forward as I was a part of them. They usually put the best two guys last. The guys they're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I closed, and do you guys know who I wrestled? Joe Hendry.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was me and Joe Hendry. Joe has done obviously fucking amazing stuff, and he's kicking butt. But to this day, while I think his music sucks, I have yet to download a song. I don't waste $1.99 on shitty music, especially not Joe Henry's music on iTunes.
I'm with you on that one.
If you want to go listen to bad music, go ahead, no problem. I mean, there's a ton of it, but Joe's acing on it anyway. But acing on bad music is a criteria that I never covered, and Joe's doing it better than anybody. And me and him keep in touch despite his poor musical taste. And that's a little nugget for the Primal Fear fans at home. Yo, are you talking about my dog? Who the hell's Buckshot Lariat? If you're talking about my dog, I'll Buckshot Lariat you.
He said he was a fan of you, so this is one of your guys.
It was actually my dog. My dog's dreaming on the floor. He had little doggy dreams.
Yeah, there is a dog. I'll show you Piper. He can make a little cameo. He's down here with a ball in his. Well, wait, what did I do? You guys gave technology to the wrong guy. So here is the little
there you go. Look at that.
Piper's the man.
And he's got a little ball here, but like he'll just hold it. He won't really do anything. So I'll just come. This will keep him busy for a while.
Look at that.
For Buckshot Lariat, why don't you shut your mouth and worry about your own damn dog?
So
Look
Mecca,
at Piper. Piper's over.
He is over. Who is? Wait, hold on.
Man, these people.
Oh God. Well,
the people on here, they heard that the Mecca was coming on and hopped on.
I wish I didn't, but I do know Cool Beans. I would argue there's no Cool Beans involved with Cool Beans.
So Mecca, what's your workout regimen like nowadays? Because you said when you first broke in, there wasn't one, and then people got into your head, into your ear, and they're saying, "Hey, pick it up." So how did that change for you? Like, where did you pick up knowledge, and like, what is it like today?
Well, don't be rude. Don't interrupt the conversation. Anyway, that's so.
Favorite.
I on a regular basis right now, I enjoy probably too many slices of pizza and being like, hey, I'm going to beat these guys with being smarter and tougher than these little shits than it is like pumping my ass off. I'm not looking like Matt the demigod below me down there. All sauced up down there. No, for real, Matt, his body change has been crazy. He knows that. I tell him when I see him. So now, for the most part, man, though, I'm not going to do crazy heavy weights. I'm never going to be a bodybuilder. The guys that are, God bless you. But it ain't for me. I like a beer during the Eagles game and 6 during the Sixers, and that happens to have 82 games a season, guys. So I'm sorry. Those are just a regimen. That's not a good
shape, though.
Well, thanks, man. My cardio stays high. This damn dog has me walking at least 3 miles. I'll keep my cardio up. I keep my carbs low. But for the long run, I won't do a lot of heavy lifting. So guys that come in like, oh, I'm benching 250. Great. I don't give a shit. I don't know when I'm ever going to be on my back and need to lift 250 pounds to keep me alive. If I do, then I'm dead. Cool. All right. It's been a good run. That's the reason I die. And then fuck it. Life will go on. Or I'm not squatting 450. But occasionally, I keep my reps, like I said, I'll keep my reps high. I might rest low. Because I don't have time to be in a gym with all these damn idiots on their phones taking selfies and like even just like people that want to talk to me in the gym. I don't want to talk to you at all. Like shut up. I have no small talk with you. I don't want to talk about the. If I want to talk about the Eagles game, I would go somewhere else. I wouldn't be here at Planet Fitness next to fat ass Susie. So yeah, I'm in and out as quick as I can. I don't like being around people besides my dog, who's making a lot of goddamn noise somewhere. One of the dogs is.
I mean, I always remember you, like, even, like, at the dojo, like, when we'd get in, like, before practice, like, you'd always be in there, like, training real hard, like, lifting, and you were always super dedicated, and, like...
Well, and at that time, man, there was a lot of big sons of bitches every day of my life. I spent time with Khan of AEW, Moses, who's down in South Carolina doing his thing with, like, Action Wrestling. Yeah. And then Jack Draper, who's been like in and out of NWA and over Rocky Mountain Pro and Lucha and Laughs. And they're just like specimens of another level. And at that time, Kelly Kincaid was down there. She was in really good shape. She's backstage interviewer for WWE. It was just like jacked people all the time and like handsome and good looking. And I was like old and disgruntled. So I was like, shit, they pushed me a lot. They did. The four of them know that. Now they're all doing their own thing, and good riddance to all four of them. If I never saw another one of them, I couldn't be happier. If any of you happen to come across this, kiss my little ass. I don't miss you. And they know that.
I feel like that says something about your character, though, because like when earlier you're saying you're someone who doesn't work out that often, you eat pizza, you like beers and stuff, but whenever I see you, I have the perception that you're an extremely hard worker.
Well, I give a shit about pro wrestling. So I work for that, right? So, in that sense, yeah, right. So, and if I'm into something and there's like a big fight coming up or something I can get behind, I'm going to eat that son of a bitch alive and train for it like it's a real fight. I feel like a lot of guys maintain in pro wrestling, which is like great. Like, Matt, you look fucking great, right? Or Manny, Gabe, you're all in good shape. There's a lot of guys that like maintain it. I don't see them change. And I'm not saying that like my upping of stuff is like my upping of cardio or my upping of preparation is better than somebody because get ready, then stay ready, so you don't got to get ready, right?
I think it's more than just the workouts too. It's like you said, like your promos are on point. Like when like you have really good matches too. So like I think you just like during our time together at the dojo, like I always like I looked up, like I respected you a lot, because I feel like everyone else did too. Like they looked at you as the locker room leader, and it's because of the work ethic that you did present to us there.
Well, I appreciate that, and I think at that time too, we were so itching. Like I was dying for a contract.
Yep. I could see it, bro.
You know what I mean? I was literally dying for a contract. I didn't have money. I was staying in some jerk off's house in his back room. So, I was trying to make ends meet. Now I'm lucky enough I have a job, right? Now is it the job that I want to spend the rest of my life doing? No, is wrestling the goal? Yes, right? But there's some financial stability from other places, right? Which isn't ideal. It's not the goal to be at that same financial institution or that same job 3-4 years from now. And that's why I assume we're on here really to talk, which is about, big matches like Super Crazy coming up this Friday or next Friday, December 12th.
I can't hear you.
Oh no, we lost him.
No, I can't hear Mecca. Hold on.
I think he's back. Oh. Man, he looks like he's going too.
So who's this new guy? Who's this gentleman that I'm wrestling at?
Oh, that's hold on. Mecca's frozen again.
Oh no, it was going so good. Instagram Live.
That's a me thing. I don't know how to do two things.
There we go.
People are hitting me and I'm trying to hit reject. I'm sorry. My apologies. And you guys know this phone shit. I don't understand it.
Hold on, Mecca. Before we get into Super Crazy real quick, I just want to talk a little bit more.
You guys got to stop putting me over. That's not.
I feel like we still got a little bit left on the table before we move on.
All right. Well, we can talk more, but we're not going to sit here and talk about how much you enjoyed your time with me. That's for sure.
I just want to, like, you just been getting these opportunities with TNA. I just want to know, like, how that experience has been, like, for you. Like, what does this mean for you right now? Like, finally getting an opportunity to be presented on kind of a worldwide stage.
Well, I wish I was there more. I can say that. Listen, TNA is obviously one of the hottest companies in wrestling at this moment. All companies ebb and flow, no matter the company. And they happen to be on a hot rise right now. I'm lucky enough to know a few people that work there. Whether or not they like me, they like my talent. Great. That's all I really care about. I don't want to be your friend. They had a few shots on the East Coast over the summertime, which, again, I was lucky enough to be invited to, told something would be around. I didn't know what it was. I came in. I assume I did well because they brought me back. If you suck, they usually don't bring you back again so quickly, in my experience. Maybe I'm wrong. But I ended up having 3 matches with them last year, which is cool. They ended their year out strong with Bound for Glory, which was like their highest rated or highest grossing pay-per-view. And I just recently, they announced TV deal with AMC TV. That's going to be Thursday nights. So things are going great. Obviously, I would love more opportunity there. I think TNA is a place that I can thrive at. I think that they have a good mix of talent that don't work a specific style. Actually, I think the fact that they have so many styles in there is kind of what's making them cool right now because they got a little bit of everything. And they work at a place that I don't want to say I feel comfortable at, but I at least know some guys, so I'm not in truly shark-infested waters. Now, obviously, when you get there, I'm there to eat your lunch. I'm not there to go to lunch with you. But in the sense of like just opening a door, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes it's like somebody to open a door or even shake your hand in the right place and time. And there's a few of them for me at TNA for sure.
One last thing before we move on, Mecca. I just want to know like what your mindset is nowadays, because you were talking about how when we were at the dojo, you were starving for that opportunity, like you needed it. Like, are you still feeling that same way today, or is your mindset different?
That's a good question. If I was to say that I am in a wrestling ring taking roles or perfecting my craft at the level that I was in 2019 and 20, I'd be lying to you. I'm not. I'm not in the ring 4 days a week. Would I love to be? Yes, but sometimes life just doesn't call for that, right? It's just things in nature and whatnot. I also can be honest that there's some days when I'm like, shit, 2007 is a long time ago. And I think anybody that does something for damn near 20 years is impressive. Whatever level they do it to, that shows a passion, shows a love for it, right? And I'm not looking for adulation for myself. Clearly, I was trying to get you bozos to stop. But for a while now, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. The TNA opportunity kind of reinvigorated me a bit for sure. It definitely lit, I don't want to say relit a fire because when I thought the fire was out. But maybe my Tuesday morning cardio might not be as intense as it once was. But it's weird because when I get to Friday or Saturday, I'm really big into the mentals going into a match. I don't know why, but it's just helped me if I can like get here to switch, everything else is okay. Whether that be I had the best workout, worst workout, I had the best week, the worst week, it doesn't matter. If this can switch, I can compete with anybody at a high level. And lately, I almost get like mad at myself, which has been terrible for my opponents because I'm like pissed off by Saturday afternoon or Saturday night when usually shows are coming. So I'm like, man, you fucking let yourself slip, you old bastard. And then I'm just like almost like Tyson trying to knock out in the first 2 rounds on some of these young kids. That dude Flying Ryan from Super Crazy learned damn well last time I was there. And I think experience plays a large part in pro wrestling. There's a reason why like Shawn Michaels' second run might be better than his first, right? And he's like experienced and he's not doing his crazy stuff, but his matches are incredible. These back half things. And I am not comparing myself to Shawn Michaels. I'm not some clueless fuck. He's one of the best ever. But what I'm saying is that ability to like have I like to compare it to basketball. There's basketball IQ. I like to think I have high wrestling IQ, and that's really been helping me. So my mindset more or less coming in is what am I getting out of these matches? Because like sometimes you'll show up at an indie, right? And it's like, okay, I'm having a match today for who, for what, right? Ricky Waters. And I try to find a good reason. And to get not only the match to matter, but my spot to matter so that I'm back again, right? I want to leave now with an impression that they remember. I think there's probably a time in my life when I worried about having the best match. And I think now that I'm more looking to make memories instead of matches, my matches are the best matches because they last the most memories. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that's proven it super crazy. I'm not sitting here trying to toot my own horn, but toot. I think I've gone out there and had different style matches every month. Every single time they're louder for me at the end of it than they were in the beginning of it. And the reactions are priceless with just storytelling. I don't think I'm out there doing any crazy lucha libre crap. I mean, that D-bag Devious Cash might have called me with something I didn't like here and there, but besides that, yeah, I called him a D-bag. I hope he's listening too. He knows exactly what I think of him. I still don't shake that. You know, listen, like, come on, like, to fake an injury in front of your mom and dad is pretty low. But
while we're talking trash, Hellfire McGuire has been in the comments tearing you up if you want to do some more trash talking.
Listen, it is an insult to the wrestling fans that sit at home and smash their keyboards to call Hellfire McGuire one of them. He is below gutter trash and kind of a piece of shit that hangs on to people and uses them. I've been sitting here for, I don't know, 20, 25. I'm sorry, guys. Dogs are pushing the table a bit. My apologies. I've been sitting here for 20, 25 minutes telling you guys how, like, my attitude's not the best. And unfortunately, we all have that one relationship in our life that we wish we could take back. That little smut of a girl that you fell for because she had a pretty dress on, but in the long run, she was a piece of garbage. You wouldn't bring around not only your parents, but your friends or not even your enemies because you knew she's a piece of trash. That's Hellfire McGuire. Sure, our highs are highs. The sex was friggin' great, hypothetically. But the lowest piece of load that he is, and oh, man, he's got another thing coming. Listen, I know you're a bunch of super crazy boys, but when I get my hands on him in MCW, you're going to hear the screams of that little bitch from all the way up in New Jersey when I finally get my hands on him. So he wants to just run his mouth in the comments. Have fun, pal. Have all the fun you want. Run your mouth, type with all the bits that you can. Get every single character out of those fingers because you will not be able to use your hands to type on your phone by the time I'm done snapping every one of your little shit-ass fingers.
Let's go. You'll make a drop the info for that show so the people know when and where.
MCWProwrestling.com. You go to the website. They have all the ticket info. It's going to be December 27th. It's their biggest show every year. They close out the Joppa Arena in Joppa, Maryland. It's a banger. Listen, I'm not here. I really was here for Super Crazy, but since that little shit when it comes on here, if people show up there, you're going to see some great stuff. Miami Mike's a guy that goes up and down the East Coast. He's kind of a douchebag also, but he's talented. He's going to be wrestling Joe Keys, one of the biggest dweebs in pro wrestling. Should be probably a good match, but like if you want to have a conversation with any two more boring people outside of a wrestling ring, sign them two up. If you need a baby to fall asleep, just have a conversation with Joe or Mike. But that's not why we're there. We're there to watch me kick Hellfire's ass. And that's going to be the 27th or the 26th, the last Saturday or Friday in December. That guy's got an ass whooping coming like you have no idea.
Yeah, he was acting up last time he was at Super Crazy, so he needs one.
I was going to say, speaking of Super Crazy, now I think we can kind of start transitioning. We got our current Super Crazy heavyweight champion in the comments, and he said, not going to lie, Hellfire, you got cooked, but he would never talk to me like that.
Oh, what?
Well, I mean, listen, I've made my intentions clear for the last 6 months at Super Crazy. I've said every single month after I beat every jackass that's in front of me that I'm going to be the next champion. And guess who hasn't said one word to me? He walks around with his chest all puffed out. I see the pregame shirt and tie, and he's nodding like he's some freaking quarterback of a team. I didn't see him say a word to me, and I've been calling my shot for months. So if anything, I won't say that to you. Pal, I haven't said it loud enough yet that you haven't heard it. I hope you win. Look, I'm actually betting on you. Pete Rose betting on baseball. I'm betting on you to win. Why? Because now that you opened your mouth, I'm going to embarrass you and take your belt too. In your own hometown, isn't that going to be some shit? Right at your own home school while your trainers and all your buddies watch you and you come up before the match, Ms. Mecca, I'm so excited to wrestle you. Well, you know what I'm excited to do? Smack you around and teach you a lesson. Don't get tough behind some keyboard kid.
Let's go. Because Mecca, your match against Tiger Watson at Super Crazy is the #1 contenders match.
Who am I wrestling again?
Tiger Watson.
Who?
Tiger the Great Watson.
That's our boy. That's our boy Tiger.
Yo, Tiger's been around for a little bit. Last month
I'm gonna make Tiger more fearful of me than a white woman with a golf club on Thanksgiving Eve. Okay.
There you go.
If you don't get that reference, sorry, you're a dork. I don't know what to tell you. Go read a book. Gabe's dying. I haven't seen Gabe pop like that in a while. But yeah, seriously, Tiger, listen, I've met you a few times. I'm sitting here joking around, Tiger. Now, I know who you are. You're talented, man. And you're in great shape. I respect the fact that you're in shape. I respect the fact that you have some talent. You can move in that ring. You move. But I don't know if you move like a tiger, pal. You move like a little cub or maybe Tony the Tiger. So eat all the little frosted flakes you can, because I'm going to smack the cereal out your behind when I get my hands on you.
Yeah.
I'm here for one reason only. I'm not here, like I said, to make friends. These three guys invited me on here because we have some mutual respect that we've known each other for a long time. But Manny knows that if he steps in the ring, I'm going to slit his goddamn throat. Because there's one reason I show up to every town, every promotion, and it's not to become friends. I don't want to be friends. That's why I leave early. I don't want you jackasses that's super crazy trying to talk to me. See the crowd looks like in South Jersey? And I know that's most of your family and friends, Sam. So maybe you should tell them to clean up if they're going to come watch the beat I give you in 2 months. But anyway, that being said, I'm not there to make friends. I'm there for one reason. That's to achieve greatness. And everywhere I go, I do it. Chaotic Wrestling up in Boston. Great. A historic company. 2-time heavyweight champion. PPW, 2-time heavyweight champion. MCW, 2-time heavyweight champion. That dojo group that we talked about that you said all looked up to me, guess who was the only one in that entire goddamn dojo that closed on pay-per-view? Me. Because everywhere I go, while the attitude people talk about, I'm a great promo, no. The thing is, I take it more freaking real than anybody that shows up. And I get pissed off when jackasses like that want to flap their gums and get tough in a comment section. I don't get tough in a comment section. I get tough when the boots are on and the lights are on bright. So listen here, Tiger. I'm going to catch a tiger by a toe and flip your ass into the goddamn Delaware River. Walk back to Philadelphia, the best damn city on the planet. Shine up my boots real nice, and then I'm coming for that damn heavyweight title the following month. Tiger. Jack.
Go. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. December 12th, Super Crazy Pro Wrestling. Mecca, Brian Johnson versus Tiger Watson. #1 contender for that Super Crazy Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Yo, man, I love Tiger to death, but I got my money on Mecca. I got my money on Mecca.
Well, that's good. You know, if you guys lost any more money, might not be able to buy any more of that shitty merch you sell every month, and you would lose a lot of money if you bet against me. Okay, go ahead. We can plug the merch, guys. If you want to look like the next boy band in South Jersey and look like the Primal Fear, come buy their merch. They got a cool little stand in the back. They're all smiling, happy to see you. I'm sure they'll take a picture with you for whatever reason you want.
Let's go.
If you're at Super Crazy, do not say hi to me. I'd prefer not to.
That's the truth.
True.
That is the truth.
All right, Brian, after you let all that steam out, I just want to ask one final question. Any piece of advice that you would give to somebody? Maybe you're breaking in, or you've been in for a long time. Like, what's a piece of advice that you would give out?
Stop giving a fuck.
There we go. I love it.
But
I love it.
Let me preface that, because self-awareness is the most key thing in pro wrestling. And like, if you don't give a fuck and have no self-awareness, you can like be hated so quickly. Think of guys that I can name. I know a handful right off the bat that we're all thinking probably a few of the same names that are not self-aware.
I love it.
There's multiple ones we can name, right? Self-awareness drives me nuts. But if I was talking to a young kid, don't give a fuck. I was so nervous. My butthole was so freaking tight every time I was around a big opportunity because I didn't want to fuck up. Guess what? So many people will fuck up more than you multiple times after you that they'll forget your fuck up before the next hour. So like, chill out, enjoy the ride, and like appreciate that you're doing the one thing you've always wanted to do, because there's 99% of the world that doesn't do shit. So stop giving a fuck, and if you loosen up, I've had the best run and the best work of my life just being open and honest with people. Now, do people like me very much because I'm open and honest? No. But they can't argue logic, and they can't argue the stuff that I'm bringing to the table, right? I'm not saying don't give a fuck and be like unprofessional. Don't be willing to work with somebody, right? But like, don't be so set in stone on things. Don't get in the other way. How many guys that come in with an idea for a spot, and that spot doesn't work in that match? This cool idea, this great move, the triple flip power. I don't know what the fuck they do, right? And they got to hit this stupid ass move, and it doesn't work. Don't give a fuck about your move day. Give a fuck about the goal of the match. That goal might be to get the other guy over. That goal might be to get you over. The main goal should be to get you both over. If you're any good, you'll do that. The main goal should be to get those fat asses in the crowd to come back. The ones that look better than Hellfire McGuire somehow. Those ones that Hellfire should be sitting behind, cleaning up their derrieres. Those type people should pay their hard-earned money to come back and see you again. And sometimes you do way better with that without giving a fuck than going out so tense and scared. Don't give a fuck. That's my opinion.
Great way to close out, Mecca. Thank you so much for joining us, bro. We appreciate the time.
Yeah. No problem, boys. I appreciate you having me. I hope your Thanksgivings didn't suck too bad.
Yeah.
If you had to stop
no mac and cheese, bro.
That sounds terrible. But I'll see you guys next Friday. Tiger, do me a favor. Find your favorite family member that you ever met. Call them on the phone. Tell them you love them. Send them a picture of you, because the next time they see you, you're going to look a lot different, because I'm going to rearrange your face with my boot.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear that, boys, you can play it back to him. Yeah, have a good day.
Appreciate it, brother.
Take it easy. We'll see you soon.
Oh, man.
That was the most pleasant I've ever seen him.
Hell yeah.
It's like I got to smoke a cigarette after that one.
Yeah, okay, he worked up. He might have to go hit another 3 miles to the dog after that, man. He's worked up. I feel worked up.
He is intense. That is one word I would always use to describe him.
I'm about to go do some cardio. I'm worked up too. I got a little sweat.
Brian Johnson is one of my favorite people in professional wrestling because of that intensity that you were talking about, Gabe. He was talking about how there, he doesn't think that he takes himself seriously when it comes to like the working out aspect, the nutrition aspect. But like every time we've ever like been with him in person or come across with him or trained with him, like in any aspect, like the perception for me has always been like he's someone who takes every single aspect of the business very seriously. And I will put Mecca, if not one of the best opponents I've ever faced. Like he's definitely in the top 3 opponents I've ever faced in my entire career because of what he brings to the table. Like he has a great mind for it. Like he said, his wrestling IQ is very high, and he's not just talking out of his ass. Like it is legitimate because I've been able to experience numerous times, like his promo ability, like the way he's able to convince, everyone to believe what he's saying. And it's just a passion, man. Like even when I asked him, like, hey, like what's a word of advice, or like what's your mindset nowadays? Like the passion that just bleeds through him whenever he speaks. Like we need more of that.
Yeah, I mean he's someone like he obviously didn't like us talking about it, but like you said, like he was like class captain, like locker room leader, like, and he was someone like when you were in the ring with him or whatever, like he made you be better and want to do better because like you said, his intensity and like how serious and like passionate he was, it made everybody step their game up.
Yeah, I remember at some point we were at the dojo in Baltimore, he kind of like took everybody aside. He's like, hey guys, like opportunities are coming, so step up. And we all took it very serious.
Yeah, he would lead the roles, and like it was intense. Like it was very serious. Like while we were doing roles, because he was there to make sure you were doing them perfect. Like
I think maybe the reason why he feels the way that he does about himself is maybe it's because he is still very much on that same chase that he was on when we were with him at the dojo. Maybe not as intense as it was back then where he needed it. Like he, like Like if he didn't get it, then he wouldn't. Like he's obviously a lot older. He's been able to mature, but I think that fire still burns inside of him.
Absolutely.
And it has allowed him to get these opportunities that he's been getting nowadays with TNA. So I think it just goes to show, like, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It really doesn't matter. As long as you're able to put in that necessary required amount of work that you have to, so that when the red light does cut on and you are given that opportunity, that you're able to deliver on that opportunity. Because he's had more than one opportunity. He's had plenty. He's had a lot of amazing opportunities, and it's because of what Brian Johnson is able to do when it's his time to perform. And I think like sooner than later, the entire world is gonna like know.
Yep, absolutely.
Mecca Brian Johnson. And I'll always credit him as someone that I've always respected and looked up to, and someone who has given me a hand in this business. You know what I mean? So like when it's all said and done, and like if I had to write a list down of people to credit, like he's a name that I'm gonna credit. He is a name that I'm gonna credit because of his passion.
Yeah, and
I
like
think
he was always, like you said, like willing to help, you know. Like I remember him, like when our like Ring of Honor matches were coming out, like he would like text me like feedback, you know, like not that I wasn't asking for that, but like he was going out of his way because he wanted everyone to be better.
Yes. And that's and again, it just at the end of the day, it goes down to who are you as an individual? Are you someone who's willing to step up to the plate when it's necessary? Does the passion fuel you enough to make you do like the things that you have to do? Like when I see someone like him, I would say I'm already a very driven individual, but when I see Brian Johnson, it makes me want to work even harder because of the passion that he has. You know what I mean? And like that's the kind of people that we need around. We need people like him around to see who really wants it. Do you really want it? Are you willing to go toe to toe with Brian Johnson? Are you willing to bring the best out of yourself so that you can try to keep up with him? You know what I mean? So like, yeah, man, I love Mecca to death, man. He's one of the best dudes in pro wrestling. Yep. He may have come a little aggressive on here, but man, like pro wrestling needs the Mecca Brian Johnson.
Oh yeah.
He's not everyone's cup of tea because not everyone likes that, you know. He tells them like it is.
That's okay. That's okay. Listen, pro wrestling is different flavors of ice cream. It is different flavors of ice cream, and Mecca Brian Johnson's is a specific flavor.
I was trying to think what flavor he would be. What's the flavor that punches you in the face?
Maybe like some
like sour apple.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe one that has a little liquor in it, like a alcohol infused type ice cream or something. Yeah. But I think that's it for tonight, boys and folks. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight with us. I thought tonight was an awesome chat with Brian Johnson.
And honestly, I don't think he does like too many interview type things. So that's
he wasn't too keen to get personal. He came to talk business about Super Crazy, and that's about it. Yeah. We broke the shell a little bit, but you know.
Again, it just goes to show, because like I'm sure Brian wouldn't do that for just anyone, you know. So we had to have earned his respect for him to want to be able to like come on and like devote some of his time for us. So people in the comments, just know that we out here trying to do our thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? We trying to do our thing out here so that we can get guys like Brian Johnson on and chat with us, because that was awesome. That was awesome.
People that get it. People that get it, get it.
People that get it.
So what I'm going to try and do for these IG Lives, after we do record them, I'm going to try to upload them onto YouTube. So if for any reason you're not able to tune in on a Wednesday night, maybe that same weekend you can catch the entire replay on YouTube. Once the replay does drop, we'll make the announcement so that y'all can go check it out. Let us know how it's looking on there. Do we gotta make any changes, any adjustments? Let us know. Because it's all for one and
one for all. I like that. I like that closing now. That's our new closer.
All for one, one for all. That's right. So you already know, people. Same bat time, same bat channel. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m. The boys will be back with another edition of IG Live with Primal Fear.
Bang.
Who will we have on? I don't know.
Maybe nobody. Maybe it's just
Maybe
us.
nobody.
Who knows?
But yo, we'll
I
tune
think we
in.
should have Tiger on the rebuttal.
Ooh, that might be a good idea. Have Tiger Watson on before the big match against Brian Johnson.
At least try to defend him.
Yeah, let's do it.
He got murdered tonight.
Let's do it.
He did get destroyed tonight. He got a stray. He wasn't even in the chat to defend himself. At least Samuel Fawzi was in the chat. He got to kind of absorb him, like, okay, I'm getting kind of cooked. Tiger Watson got a little ring in his ears. What's that? I'm getting roasted somewhere.
Yep, you're gonna have to let him know.
Yeah. What's that sound?
All right, boys. Everyone in the comments, that's it for tonight. See y'all next Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Peace.
Good night, y'all. Bow, bow.